Welcome to the class. We have already finished the first poem, My Mother at 66, and I am very happy that you all have watched the video, you all have followed also. When I asked you question in the live class, many of the children answered, so I am satisfied with the class. So today I am going to start the lesson from the prose textbook. And this is the first lesson of your textbook, that is the last lesson. This lesson is by Alphonse Daudet. So who is the writer of this lesson? Alphonse Daudet. So before starting the lesson, I want to tell you certain points, certain important points about this writer. The very first important point is that he is a French writer. He belonged to France. Besides being a story writer, he is also a novelist. He was born in 1840 and died in 1897. His life was very painful because he was suffering from paralyzing disease. He had started writing his poem when he was merely 14 years old. Some of his important works are here: The Little Thing, Letters from My Windmill, and The Last Lesson. Children, let's first discuss the background of the story. This story was written when the war between France and Prussia was going on. In this war, France was defeated by Prussia. Children, first of all, I want to introduce you with the word Prussia. Actually, earlier Prussia was a prominent state. It had its own existence. Most of the parts of Germany, most of the parts of Poland, Austria were the parts of Prussia at that time. Although now it has no separate existence, but that time it was a prominent state and its main language was German. When France was defeated by Prussia, then the people of France were forced to speak German, to study German. The two main districts of France were captured by Prussia. These two districts were, children, Alsace and Lorraine. And the people of these two districts were forced that they had to speak German only. They had to study German only. So after that, how did the people of these two districts react? How did the students of these two districts react? How did the teacher teaching language French react, feel? We are going to read in this lesson. In this lesson, there are two main characters. One is France, the word France and France, language. Two are very similar in pronunciation. France, the main character of this story. France is a school boy. He is a young boy. He is the narrator of this story. But mind it, he is narrator. He is not the writer. So what's the difference between writer and narrator? A writer may be only a scholar, a learned person who will have ability to write. But narrator may be any young boy, any young girl, sometimes animal also. So who is the narrator of this story? France, a school boy. And there is one more important character, and he is M. Hamel. Now who is M. Hamel? M. Hamel is the class teacher of French. M. Hamel is a teacher who used to teach French language in the school. So let's start the lesson. I started for school very late that morning and was in great dread of a scolding, especially because M. Hamel had said that he would question us on participles and I did not know the first word about them. I started. Who is I? The narrator. Who is the narrator? Franz. Who is Franz? A young schoolboy. That day, that morning, Franz started for school very late. He was late for his school. So he was very afraid. First, he was afraid because he was late for school. But mainly he was afraid because his class teacher, his French teacher, M. Hamel, had given some assignment to the students, had given some homework to the students. The homework was to learn the rules of participle. And this small boy, Franz, hadn't learned even the ABC of participles. That's why he was very afraid. For a moment, I thought of running away and spending the day out of doors. It was so warm, so bright. The birds were chirping at the edge of the woods, and in the open field back of the sawmill, the Prussian soldiers were drilling. He was not interested in studying. He didn't want to go to school. His first impulse was to run away, to leave school, not to go to school, enjoy observing the nature, enjoy the beauty of nature, enjoy the scenery of nature. These lines show that the boy was a nature lover. The boy was more interested in nature than studying. The boy wanted to observe the nature more than studying the rules of participles. So what did the boy want to do? The boy wanted to listen to the chirping of the birds. Moreover, the boy wanted to enjoy the morning, which was very bright, which was very warm. The boy also wanted to see the drilling of the Prussian soldiers. So these things were more interesting for the boy than the rules of participles. It was all much more tempting than the rule for participles, but I had the strength to resist and hurried off to school. But at the same time, the writer says one good quality of the boy. The writer says that although he was not interested in study, but he had resistance. He had controlling power. He could control himself. He didn't leave. He didn't run away. And rather, he hurried towards the school. He ran towards the school. He wanted to attend school. When I passed the town hall, there was a crowd in front of the bulletin board. For the last 2 years, all our bad news had come from there. The lost battles, the draft, the orders of the commanding officer, and I thought to myself without stopping, what can be the matter now? When hurriedly he was going towards school, and he passed the town hall, near the town hall, there was a bulletin board, notice board, and for the last 2 years, only the bad news, only the bad notice had always come from this notice board. So you can say that this notice board, this bulletin board was source of bad news only for the last 2 years. So when he came across the town hall, came very close to the notice board and found a lot of people gathered there, he guessed that it means something bad again had come on this notice board. Then as I hurried by as fast as I could go, the blacksmith master was there with his apprentice reading the bulletin, called after me. Don't go so fast, Bob. You'll get to your school in plenty of time. So when the narrator, Franz was going to his school very fast, blacksmith, watcher, the meaning of watcher is watchman, guard, this is European word. Their apprentice were standing there reading the bulletin board. They stopped him. They told him, "Hey boy, why are you going so fast? You don't need to go so fast. Now you have enough time to go to school." I thought he was making fun of me and reached M. Hannah's little garden all out of breath. But he couldn't understand. He thought that these persons were making fun of him. So out of breath. Out of breath means panting, gasping, breathing heavily. He reached Mr. Hannah's garden. Children, here there are certain words which I want to discuss. Participle. In English, we also read participle. What is participle? A verb form. There are three kinds of participles in English. First, present participle. Second, past participle. Third, which is not so common, but also there, perfect participle. Present participle. What is present participle? Verbs ing form. Going, coming, eating. And what is past participle? Verbs third form. Eaten, written, gone. And perfect participle. Having plus with. Having gone there. Having eaten banana. Having reached there. So just like English, in French also there are participles. Children, now your next word is saw. Now, see, saw, seen. So saw is the second form of see. But same saw means a kind of tool also, which is used to cut the timber. And same saw is verb also, to cut the timber. Now drill. Again, drill has also several meanings. When it is noun, then it is a kind of tool which is used to make hole. When it is verb, then to make hole. It has one more meaning. Learn by repetition. Drilling of grammar. One more meaning. Train in the military. The Persian armies were drilled. Now watcher, as I have told you, watcher means watchman, guard, European origin. Apprentice, learner, trainee, beginner. To make fun of, mock at, laugh at. Out of breath, gasping, panting. So children, with these words, I am going to end the session. You learn the meanings. You will read the lesson one or two times at least and will try to follow. That's all.